So now I've switched over to another machine that I like to use. This has got actually a bigger setup. This is 15 mag basically that I'm using. And I'm going to get into the hair now. And a lot of people get freaked out by hair, and I was one of them when I first learned to do portraits or anything like illustrative with females, males, whatever. Got some good advice from an artist once that said that once you learn the hair, it'll be the easiest thing that you do. And I think that's true in a way. It's not nearly as intimidating as it used to be. The main thing with the hair is, when I get into it, is don't try to do it strand by strand. It's all with value. Just build it up. Trust your instincts. Trust the picture that you're working from, and then go for it. Lay it out. Go with the flow of the hair. Let your hand go with the flow of the hair. That's what works for me. I just follow the way I think that it's lying, or the way it flows, and I'll let my hand just almost like I'm painting it, and I just kind of treat it the same way. As I'm working this hair around the face, what I like to do is, I'm getting the real dark up against the face. That's going to give it that contrast that I talked about earlier, to where that black of the hair is really going to pop the face out, especially once this heals and the redness goes away. It's really going to stand out, and everything will start to look like layered. It'll have depth to it, and that's very important. Contrast in a black and gray, in any tattoo, but in a black and gray tattoo is so important, because that's where you get your depth, and that's where it gives it the more realistic look, 3D look, whatever you want to call it. So as I work around the face, and as I work around the skull, and the hand holding the skull, that's where I'm really going to make sure that the hair is the darkest. And I don't mean solid black. That's important to know. It's going to have different shades of black. And a good thing, if there's any beginners out there, doing this, a good thing to do is get yourself a grayscale, like a 9-point grayscale basically, and it gives you everything you need. You can work from that and get your different tones. So you can go from a black to basically a lighter black on all the way up to a very light gray. And if you study something like that, that'll really help you out with your black and gray technique. And then later on, I'll show you how to go in with the liner, as I kind of talked about earlier, really going in with the fine detailing, and we'll go into some of these darkest areas with a liner and hit it with a straight black, and that really gives it a crisp edge to just really clean your tattoo up for you. Another thing that is fine to do is, like, as I'm laying the hair out, a lot of times I'll just go in with a little bit of a lighter wash just to rough in and block in like the flow that I want, the values of the hair. So yeah, I'm thinking that this tattoo would have been a lot easier if it was a bald girl, aka Britney Spears when she shaved her head.